into school. Here we go. So for lack of better resources right now, I've got a blackboard. I need to get myself a bigger whiteboard to use. The one I have is too small. But we've got numerology here, and I picked just the date off the calendar. When I pulled this up, it was June 4th, 2025. So when you write out June 4th, 2025, the way it's supposed to be, you have 06/04/2025. What we're going to do, the simplest way, there's many ways to calculate numerology, and I will get into those later on too, but the very basic, very simple way to sit here and add up the numbers is literally to go one by one. So if we had a 0 plus the 6, we're still going to get 6. So I'm not including any zeros because they're kind of null and void at this point. And I'm going to go down to the date. So we've got 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5, because those are the numbers that are left over when you take out all the zeros. When you add those together, you get 19. So literally 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 5 is 19. So you get 19 right here. Well, 19, if you remember what I said before, is still a double-digit number. So we need to take this and add it together to break it down into a single-digit number. We're going to keep taking these numbers and breaking it down until we get to a single digit. So if you see 19 here, I just brought it down here and I did 1 plus 9 is 10. Still a double-digit number. I mean, it's easy to see that it's a 1, but I want you to understand it from the terminology of math and adding it together. So when I break it down, you have 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So what exactly does it mean for June 4th of 2025 to be the energy of a number 1? Well, number 1 means new beginnings. It's a new start. It's a creation. It's a birth of a new idea. Now, this is a universal number. So something that could have happened on that date is birthing a new idea to many different people in the universe. It could have been the start of a major shift in things that are going on. It could have been a boom in pregnancies with people for birth and new creation. It could be starting up a new business idea. It could be making a change within your life. And I don't mean a major change, but I'm saying making a change as far as a new start of something in your life, because a change is a different number. But going from being frustrated and fed up with what was happening prior to, which may not have been the best energy in the world, to now having to come up with something that you can start from scratch. So a lot of this energy will start with beginnings. It'll begin with birthing. It'll be inventions. It'll be intentions along those lines, because it's all giving you that energy to manifest something brand new or to work there. So I'm going to put this down for a second. I'm going to give you a couple of key words and numbers and colors to go along with the energy of number 1. So I've got my little cheat sheet here because I don't want to forget any. So I'm going to give you what I have here. So with number 1, the energy of number 1 is also basically God's will, because we've started out with the singularity of creator, which is 1. If you're looking at the energy of balance of yin and yang, this is the energy of yang. It's also a masculine energy. 1 is masculine energy. It also deals with the will and the spirit, and it deals with energy. It deals with unity. Like I said, it deals with inventions, creations, birthing some type of a new idea. When we go into the planet, or this, I shouldn't say even yes, we'll go with planet, because we'll include that now. I'll deal with it more in astrology as well. But the number 1 is related to the sun. So the planet, which we consider the sun a planet, we consider the moon a planet in astrology. So the planets and the stones of this number 1, we've got the sun. And think about the color of the sun, right? It's this bright, bold, red, yellow, orangey kind of colors all mixed together. So when you think of stones that would be associated with the number 1, because it's dressing the sun, we have topaz and amber. Those are both great colors. They look like the bright sun shining, but also sunsetty colors as well. When you have like partial clouds and you can see everything, and you think about an eclipse, you think about what that kind of looks like, all those beautiful colors mixed together, those are sitting in there too. So what does it mean? One of the other things that comes up here is new ventures, new businesses, better opportunities in general. Those are all things that are associated with the number 1. Now, when we apply it to a daily vibration, it is saying here that you want to assert, yes, I read that right, assert individuality, and also not to break any engagements that you have going on, because literally it gives you that energy that you could be birthing a whole new energy, a whole new creation of something new. So if you break an engagement, or you break a meeting, or plans that you had set up for the day, you might have missed the best opportunity in the world. So on a day number 1, we say go forward, do everything as you have planned. Don't give it up unless you actually have an emergency situation that forces you to stop and not continue forward. And then also in the energy of 1, because the sun is the creation of anything, that's how we are able to survive. The sun doesn't like to hold its tongue. So, and I don't mean in a sassy way or a sarcastic way, but much more meaning like being completely upfront and frank with somebody. So those energies are all associated with the number 1. I'm going to give you a little bit of tidbit of one more thing. As this is my Bible right here. My Numerology Bible. So the other thing that comes into the energy of a number 1, because it's a temporary energy, like I said, that is new beginnings and decisions. So you're coming up to an energy of having to make decisions. It is a day where you have to think about, what do I want? If I'm creating something new, if I'm having all these inventive ideas come through me, then I have to be able to make decisions in those things that are going on in my mind and helping me plan these things, or helping me birth this idea. There's going to be lots of decisions that need to be made. So the energy of number 1 is forcing you to make a lot of decisions, which is, for some could be a really good thing, or it could be a forced thing. It could be a bad thing. The other thing too with the number 1 is actually being independent. Because if you think of 1 is by itself, it's individual. It's like the only child, you have to be independent. You don't have a choice. You can't rely on anybody else for things. I know. So 1, singularity, independent. Having to know how to survive on your own. So the energy of a 1, temporary energy, meaning it's something that we're cycling through on a regular basis. These are all the energies of temporary vibrations, and also the energy of how things will show up in your life, whether it's for the day, the month, or for the year. So we will go through, I'll go through 2 through 9 on another video. But what I wanted to start with number 1 is to show you, even just on the date of June 4th. So for everybody in the universe, the underlying energy of that day was a 1. And all of those things that I just said will hold true for that specific day. However, your individual life path number and your individual energy that will hit you on June 4th will move a little bit depending on what your personal number may be. You may still be a 1 that day just because your numbers add up to be a 1. But you also may be a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, 8, or 9 on that day of June 4th. So for me, when I'm running into what numbers and what colors do I wear, I didn't even cover the color of clothing. So when you're going to deal with the number 1, the best color to wear for that day is red. So that aligns with the dark energy of the sun, the heat, the radiation that comes off of it. When you look at the sun, it's bright red when you look at it through the field of radiation. The other thing is it goes down from the bottom of this chakras, chakra number 1, root chakra, going up. So when you associate the root chakra, it is with the color red. So there's all different versions of color red that you can wear that day. It would be from terracotta red to burgundy to wine red to fire engine red, cherry red, whatever color you want to associate with those bright, bright colors of red. That is the best color to wear when you are either a 1 in a life path number, or when we have a 1 in the universe, but more specifically, when it is your energy of the day, numerologically, when it falls to be a 1 for you. So when I wear my colors that are in alignment, or the gemstones, when I wear the gemstones or the colors, or even I'm aware of what my energy is for that day, it gives me the upper hand in how to do things. And I noticed that the universe just starts to work in flow with what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm going to review this just one more time as far as the numbers. So if you want to sit down and take a date off the calendar, you can sit and figure it out for yourself. And because we only have the highest number that we have in our calendar year is 12/31 of the current year, your number can never go higher than that number for the entire year. And I'll show you that later too. But again, I'm just going to go over June 4th one more time. So you eliminate the zeros. and you would add just the regular numbers that are there. So you've got 6 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 gives you a 19, and you have to break down 19. So 1 plus 9 equals 10, still a double-digit number. Go 1 plus 0 equals 1. So that's how we got 1 for that day. I will go ahead and continue on to get to another number to give you a number 2, which will be more than likely June 5th, but we'll see what I decide to pick up on that one. All right, so stay tuned to the next video. You'll see numbers 2 through 9 coming up next. Again, these are the temporary vibrations of what we're going through on those daily numbers. I will get into your life path number and your yearly numbers also for when you were born. I'll get into that energy on a different video because that's going to be what vibrates with you your entire life. But again, right now we're covering what is it for you for a particular day in the universe on the calendar. And then we'll get into how does that apply to you. So there'll be several videos into numerology. I just want to give a basic one here, why I use it, why I love using it, and how many different things are covered within numerology and how to use the energy for the day, for the year, etc., etc. So stay tuned for the next one, and I will give you more information from there. Hope this was helpful. Namaste.